as hot as the news headlines, people. So I don't know if you've heard about this, but iconic Canadian singer Neil Young has thrown down with Joe Rogan.
What?
I've seen this.
Joe Rogan has had a number of people on his show who are anti-vaccine, and he believes Neil Young says he's been spreading misinformation. So Neil Young has gone to Spotify to say either you pull Joe Rogan or you take all of my music off of your service. We'll see where we end up. Manolis, what do you want to say, bud?
First of all, is Neil Young some sort of fucking master expert on this shit too? Like that's what that's the problem, and it kind of bugs me that Neil Young's basically trying to, censor someone. This is censorship. That's what he's trying to do towards Joe Rogan. And this, like, Neil Young is supposed to be this fucking dippy hippie fucking singing about the fucking farming. I bet she's not an expert on farming either. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Okay.
The only thing, just for the right context on this. So Neil Young is not necessarily censoring. Neil Young saying, Spotify, you don't get to make money off my music if you're going to allow this to continue. And that's, you could see it as spot, but he's not saying you have to remove it. He's just saying you have to take my stuff off.
That's called censorship.
Absolutely right. Here's
the thing too. If you like one time when my dad before my dad died, actually, obviously before my dad died, he was there's a bunch of information that Joe Rogan was trying to get out there about the COVID on his podcast, and it was him and Bert Kreischer talking. And my dad was around. I'm like, Dad, listen to this. I'm like trying to like let him hear some shit about what's going on with this fucking vaccine. So it's like this, like he's like right beside me here, and we're watching it, and like about 2 minutes goes by, and my dad goes like this. He looks at me. He goes, "These two aren't doctors," and he walks away. My dad at 93 years old goes, "These two guys aren't doctors. What the fuck am I listening to these fucking guys for?" And he leaves the room, and I'm like, it hit me. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's right. They're not doctors.
Good point, brother.
You know what? What? Fucking everybody's fucking needs to die at some point, man. You know what?
Yep.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax. Relax, Neil Young. Relax.
Snort some Adderall, buddy. Snort some Adderall and chill.
We're like, what? We get rid of Joe Rogan and everybody lives for fucking ever. Is that the fucking plan? Is that the plan, Neil Young? Like, you know what? And how about just make a song that doesn't suck? Like fucking Neil Young, you've been boring me from day one.
Oh, he's got some great songs.
What's this? Southern Man. Yeah. Everything's like feels like it's a fucking soft dick in my asshole. That's what Neil Young.
Wow. Yeah, give us a hard dick.
Like, yeah, if I want to get fucked, I want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ.
Listen, at the very least, even if you don't like Neil Young's Southern Man, you should at least realize that if Southern Man hadn't existed, Lynyrd Skynyrd never would have created Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, fucking right.
Which also would have been fine.
First original fucking beef, like a rap beef. It was like the first one. Because it was about saying how negative like Southern people were, I guess, or racist or something. Is that right, Mike?
Yeah, that's what Southern Man was. Yeah,
about. So, and what's the lines like? I hope Neil Young will remember us Southern man. We don't need him around anyhow. And right, I mean, like, go fuck yourself. And every show that they did, Lynyrd Skynyrd did, he would wear a Neil Young shirt on in concert, and he wrote it in his fucking will, Mayce, that he wanted to get buried in a Neil Young t-shirt. And then a couple years after he died, some gravediggers digged his grave up and to see if he was wearing a Neil Young's t-shirt for real.
And was he?
They didn't. I didn't get that answer. No, because it's I saw in the documentary. They don't know. They somehow didn't know that information or wouldn't give it to you. I don't know why.
God. Oh,
that all fucking happened.
Neil Young. Or,
what's that?
What do they? How did they not know? Like, did they not get to it, or what? Like,
no,
what?
They got to it. They digged his grave up, and opened it. But like the documentary that I saw that was like 100 craziest moments in rock and roll, I watched that they did that was one of the stories, and they didn't say whether they said it's unclear whether he was wearing the shirt or not, or whether anything happened to it.
Potentially,
that's what they said.
It was under other clothing. They just don't know for sure, so they.
Or maybe they didn't want us to know. But like, yeah, man, someone did that. But yeah, fuck Neil Young. Did I say that yet?